Alleluia, 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 Alleluia. The Son of Man came to serve, to give his life as a ransom for many. Alleluia, Alleluia, Alleluia. Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark.
Glory to you.
Disciples were on the way, going up to Jerusalem, and Jesus went ahead of them. They were amazed, and those who followed were afraid. Taking the 12 aside again, he began to tell them what was going to happen to him. Behold, we are going up to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man will be handed over to the chief priests and scribes. They will condemn him to death, and hand him over to the Gentiles, who will mock him, spit on him, upon him, scourge him, and put him to death. But after 3 days he will rise. Then James and John, the sons of Zebedee, came to Jesus and said to him, Teacher, we want you to do for us whatever we ask of you. And he replied, What do you wish me to do for you? And they answered him, Grant that in your glory we may sit one at your right and the other at your left. And he said to them, You do not know what you are asking. Can you drink the chalice that I am drinking, or be baptized with the baptism which I am baptized? They said to him, We can. And Jesus said to them, The chalice that I drink, you shall drink. And with the baptism with which I am baptized, you will be baptized. But sit at my right or my left is not mine to give, but is for those for whom it has been prepared. When the 10 heard this, they became indignant at James and John. And Jesus summoned them and said to them, You know that those who are recognized as rulers over the Gentiles lord it over them, and their greater ones make their authority over them felt. But it shall not be so among you. Rather, whoever wishes to be great among you will be the servant. Whoever wishes to be the first among you will be the slave of all. For the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, to give his life as a ransom for many. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Well, this is one of those Gospels that it would be easy for us to say if we had been there, it would have been different, you know. And Jesus is telling them about the Paschal mystery. And he's saying to them, as he said to us, that the Son of Man would have to suffer, be scourged, die on the cross, and then rise from the dead. And the very next thing they do is to see who's going to be first. Lord have mercy. Talk about missing it. So that's really part of the question to us is, do we enter into the Paschal mystery? In other words, the life, passion, death, resurrection, and ascension of Jesus. Do we enter into that as his disciples? Or do we find ourselves really skipping over it? Jesus says to us simply, whoever wishes to be great among you will be servant. Whoever wishes to be first among you will be the slave of all.